There you go, good. Hey. It's like the Armada.
What were your thoughts filming the scene in Italy where you reveal yourself in the sunlight?
My thoughts, what, at the time or now? No, I mean, I just kind of came to a realization about that scene today. It was, I guess, one of the kind of closest moments I've really felt to people's like emotional attachment to the character and stuff. I mean, I think because there were so many extras there who were just Twilight fans who had flown in to be in the town square and just taking that step off, taking the one step into the light. It's been the one moment since the first Comic-Con where I've felt the whole weight of anticipation and I guess responsibility as well to all the people who are kind of so obsessed with the stories. And yeah, it was a good moment. It was very nerve-wracking, but it was kind of, I don't know. I felt probably the most in character I've ever felt throughout the whole series at that moment.
Can you talk a little bit about working with Chris this time around, and if the syllabus helped you in terms of working with his directing style?
The syllabus which he gave at the beginning. Yeah, I mean, in so much as when he gave that out, it was just such... I mean, I've never had that from any director. I mean, it was like 40, 50 pages long, this thing. I mean, it's kind of... And this is in addition to a bunch of letters and emails and everything. I mean, trying to show that, you know, he's on the same page as us and he's completely behind... He's completely with us in making the film. And he kind of didn't falter from that attitude throughout the whole movie. I mean, Chris, I mean, it probably sounds ridiculous how much praise this guy gets. I was just with his wife and him in Japan, and she was even kind of sick of it. But I mean, he is like a saint. I mean, he's one of the best people I've ever met, let alone directors. And it was, I don't know, I think in a lot of ways it shows in the movie. It's got a lot of heart and a lot of, especially for a sequel in the franchise. I mean, I think he's just a great person to work with.
Rob, appearing only through part of the movie in various visions, did you feel disjointed from the rest of your castmates, or did you wish you were in this one more, or was it kind of a nice gathering into character for you to be by yourself a little more?
Yeah, I mean, those scenes were the hardest scenes. I mean, they weren't really at the time, but when I saw the first cut of the movie, I was like, I need to. We've changed them quite a bit in the edit and in ADR and stuff, mainly because it's so difficult. It's not Edward that you're playing. It's a kind of manifestation of Bella's loneliness and kind of desperation, and it was always very difficult because I mean I was trying to ask Kristen, like, you know, how would you play it? I mean, because you know that's it. It's her opinion. I mean. And yeah, so I guess that was hard. But as for being alone, I mean, I think I've always felt a little bit aloof as the character throughout the whole series. I think that's how he kind of is, and so I don't really feel any particularly different.
What's this last year been like for you? I mean, you came into the first movie, it was a new thing. I mean, the book, of course, was very popular, but then it's exploded. It's such a phenomenon. How are you dealing with it? Are you more comfortable with it now that's a year later?
I mean, I guess it's inevitable that you become more comfortable. I mean, you still fight against some things, and I mean, the franchise itself, I mean, is nothing. There's nothing really scary about it. I mean, I like all the people I work with. Like, it's I generally have very few disagreements about the script or anything like when we're doing it, especially on New Moon. I mean, it just seemed so relaxed and easy. Like,
That's on set, what about everything else?
well, I mean, that's the thing as well. I've been on set. I've been on set since on 3 different sets since January 14th. I mean, I've had like 3 days off. I mean, so it's kind of, I was saying the same thing last year about, has your life changed? I don't know, I'm on set all the time and I'm still on set. So I'm going to be on set all next year as well. So I don't really know. I mean, as for like getting errands and things, I don't know what that really is like. Because I mean, I haven't had a sustained period of time where I've been off. So yeah, I still don't know how it's really changed. I still feel like I'm pretty much exactly the same, which is maybe not a good thing.
A little bit about the scene where you break up with Bella and what you were going through. She said that was the toughest thing for her to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's a strange. It's something weird about it because I mean, one of the main things I felt doing that is, I mean, what really helped was people's anticipation of the movie and people's, I guess, the fans of the series' idea about what Bella and Edward's relationship is and what it represents to them. And it's, some kind of ideal for a relationship. And so just playing a scene where you're breaking up the ideal relationship, I mean, you feel, I mean, I felt a lot of the weight behind that. And it also, it took away your fear of melodrama as well, because it felt kind of seismic, if that's the right word. Even when we were doing it, I really felt it was very much like the stepping out into the sunlight scene at the end. It felt, you could really feel the audience watching as you're doing it. So yeah, it was a strange one to do that.
Hi, over here.
Sorry.
Quick question I just asked Taylor the same thing. No holds barred fight between Edward and Jacob. Who wins? And same with you and Taylor.
I don't know. I did hear the other day that Taylor had agreed to an interview where the interviewer was going to fight him. And I don't think I'd ever agree to that. So I don't really... and also looking at Taylor's martial arts videos from when he was like 9, I mean, I wouldn't really want to do anything. Maybe if I had some kind of weapon. But Edward and Jacob, I don't know. I mean, I think it's actually a fact that Edward would win. I think, if I read the books correctly. So I guess I can hold on to that for my ego.
Rob,